Flores, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the Yankees, second baseman, number 21.
First offering on its way. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Byron Joseph comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Popped him up. Number 76 waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Colby Relaford. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Stepping in now, Connor Nathan. No balls and a strike to count. Relaford leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Here's a high pop-up. Number 5 has a play, and that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. One left for the Yankees. It's the Yankees 0. Mets coming to bat. It's the Subway Series of New York, and it's Buck Shawver is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Fouled off. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. He pulls this one into right. Relaford is there, and he makes the catch for the out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Well,
missed with a breaking ball.
1-1.
The 1-2. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box, number 45. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. The 1-1 home. The bouncer to the left side. Scooped up the second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Digging in. Now for the Yankees, Heath Brandon, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And that one just missed outside. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
And he fouls this one off. Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Trevor Lyon is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Skied into straightaway right. Under it is the right fielder. And he brings it in on the warning track. Next for New York, Jordan Page, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next up for New York, Adam Cole. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brandon ranging forward. He's got it one away.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Number 76 is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Line towards center field. Brandon is there, 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
First offering on its way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
And oh man, that caught him pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting 7, catcher, number
Standing
5.
in, number 5. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's stepping into the box, Sergio Oliveros. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that's off the left field wall.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Buck Shawver shows bunt on the first pitch, but he pulls it back 1-0. And he pulls back the bunt attempt 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to tack in with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
Nobody out, runner on first. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. To second for 1, on to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Into the box now, Eddie Flores. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Number 5 moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Next for the Mets, number 51. He'll take his first hacks here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Liner in there for a base hit. But fortunately, he'll hold on at first with just a single.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
He's set. Here it comes. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
In the dirt here. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He squares and it's in the air. And the catch is made for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 3.
Ready for another chance. Okada 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch misses low. The throw down is there, and he's out trying to take second. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is stepping in and ready for another shot. Byron Joseph comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game, and he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And these graphics can sometimes be a little misleading when you've got a knuckleballer on the mound, but here you go regardless. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting,
Digging in for his second at-bat, Connor Nathan. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me. Digging in to try it again. Number 6. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Brandon has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Adam Cole. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Brandon giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
The batter, number 76.
Into the box now, number 76. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Striding into the box, Keith Brandon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, strike 1. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. Fouled away. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding in once again, Jordan Page. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
The next 0-2. And now the knuckleball in there. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go. Stepping up now, number 25. Switch hitter batting left here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in, number 5. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he's not stopping. He's trying for it all.
Safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Standing in now, number 51. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Lyon is there. 2 down. Digging in the switch hitter, number 1. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch on its way. And a ball, 1-0. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Lifted in the air to center. Flores shading to his right, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sergio Oliveros. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That knuckleball dances over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Hey, this has got to be a cool moment for the pitcher right here. He doesn't get an opportunity to work on the offensive side of the ball much. Barely takes BP throughout the course of the season. So what a nice job right there for him to get a big base hit in an interleague game.
Called strike at the letters, 0-1. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. And he saved it. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Digging in once again, Byron Joseph. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 0-1 the count. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
There's one. Riding in once again, Colby Relaford, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as the Yankees move out in front here. It's now 3-2.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Connor Nathan.
And he'll step off and try again. Stepping in now, Connor Nathan. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Keith Brandon would be next. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. 3 runs already home here. Could have hit that with a 3-iron, a low knuckleball called for a strike.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and is
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th, and New York has taken a 3-2 lead. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Okada. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Line drive to center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway. Digging in and looking for more, number 6, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First delivery to him on the way. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. The 1-2. Popped high in the air. Lyon over to his left. 1 out. Ready for another chance? Number 45. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Number 3 will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. Okada leads off first with 1 away. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
The 2-2 one more time is laid off and the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. Ready for another shot now, Adam Cole, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead, here's the delivery. And it's grounded foul. He's set, here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Number 3 will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 3. Now pitching for the Mets, number 95, Mudcat Matheny.
Ready once again, Keith Brandon. First offering on its way. Gets ahead with a knuckleball right over the outside corner. Now the pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. Next for New York, Trevor Lyon, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. That's lifted the other way out to left. Okada has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The left fielder, number 29.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Jordan Page. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Pitch out, nothing doing. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. That's by him for strike 1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Under it is the center fielder, 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Sergio Oliveros. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent out to straightaway center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And that's the 3rd out. Yanks leave 1. Digging in the switch hitter, number 76. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Leadoff base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Christopher James will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Nicholas Rosado will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Into the box, number 25,
as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base.
Flores is under it, no problem, 1 away. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Number 5 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch coming, here it is. And he fouls this one off. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Oh, there is nobody that's going to corral this one. This could be an inside the Parker. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And the runner will score from first. And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside the park 2-run home run. Next up for New York, number 51, a hit in 2 tries so far. From the stretch. Missed with a slider. Jay is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. Around third and being waved on home.
And he's safe at the plate. And it's now 5-3. Next for the Mets, Mudcat Matheny. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
In now, Okada. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the runner will score from first. And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside the park 2-run home run. In now, number 6. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First offering on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And the Mets just keep right on rolling, as this is good for extra bases as well. And he's going for it all, headed for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
And this is what good Major League hitters do with a pitch on the outer half. They don't try to do too much with it. Just square it up the best you can and drive it to the opposite gap. By the time the outfielders react and get to it, he's well on his way to third.
Into the box now, number 3.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Played on the backhand. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
Second baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Adam Cole. Number 1, who will come on as a pinch hitter.
Number 1.
The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Stepping in now, number 76. Hit high and deep, carrying towards the corner. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two out with the man at first. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets lead this one 8-3. Number 1 will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 1.
Now to the plate, Nicholas Rosado. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Count 2-1.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Now batting.
Digging in, Byron Joseph. He's set and the pitch. Looks at a knuckleball that finds the bottom of the strike zone. Rosado, base runner at first with 1 out. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away.
Hit high and deep to left field. Okada going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Connor Nathan. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward the side. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. No runs, a hit. Orlando Reyes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Settling in now, number 25. He'll hit from the left side of the plate in this matchup. Number 69 is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Off the roof facade and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as it's now a 6-run ball game. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Reyes, a 5'10" right-hander. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 51.
Into the box now, number 51. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Number 73 will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 73.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. A bullet to first base. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. But the Mets are able to tackle. Number 69 is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 69. Now pitching.
So coming to the plate, Keith Brandon. He singled his last time up. Number 22 is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-2 delivery. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, third baseman.
Striding into the box, Trevor Lyon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he struck him out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last chance for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
If you want to know where this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the seventh inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The New York Mets jumped ahead in the seventh inning and never gave the lead back. Mudcat Matheny is credited with the win. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame for the victorious New York Mets.